Okay, so a couple of hours pass from the last game because, like every adult, I have a lot of stuff to do on Saturday. Well, this seems this guy is from what, New Zealand or Australia? Why the flag is so small? In any case, it seems I'm again black. He still plays knight a3, so I'm sorry. They made these bots, okay, saying that they have all different personalities, but they all play the same opening. Doesn't make much sense, right? Okay, start challenge. Begin. And again, the point is quite easy. One needs to occupy, control the centers, develop the pieces. To put a piece on the side like this knight on a3 is not good. Why? Because, first of all, I keep immediately under control that for once. If I want, I continue to keep it under control. He's trying very hard, but I don't know what he's really trying to do. And now he just wasted tempo. I don't think human beings would play this thing. Also, if they suck at chess, generally, they don't move the queen to c2 and right away to d1. Come on, it doesn't make any sense. In any case, we don't care, right? Because what we want is to develop our pieces, control the center. This g3 is good because it's trying to do bishop g2 and attack this pawn and still fight for the center. So yes, good move. A good move, definitely. But now it's my turn too, right? Oh yeah. And now I have two pawns in the center, so not bad. I'm ready to castle, which is important because I take the king out of the thing. Yes, probably better than castle was to play knight c6. I should have played maybe the knight here to keep control of d4. Honestly, it doesn't matter at the end of the day because now you can see. Boom. And I have the fourth piece controlling that. Now, what else should I do? Well, he has a lot of holes, no? And so I should try to exploit that. How do I exploit? Let's see. Check again. And then I bring another piece out. And another piece in there is attacking there. Okay. Let's see what I can do. I could play at this point queen a5. Why queen a5? Because it can castle long, in fact. But I still think queen a5 is the right move. So what's going on here? The enemy has the king in the center, which is a temporary advantage for black. One must be able to exploit it. I'm not able to exploit it, I think. So what do I do? I try to bring another piece out and see what happens. On queen a5, I think he will castle because the situation is bad otherwise. Or he could play queen c3 also, a possibility, yeah. But queen c3 again, not so good. So let's do queen a5 and let's see how he reacts. Yes, like I said, castling long side. It was the only good move, honestly. But what is the problem of castling long side? Well, the fact is that the king, the enemy king, is on an open file. Honestly, again, I don't know how good that is. And obviously, I prevent him to go away. He obviously immediately covered the open file with this knight on c3. And again, I need to attack, 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 right? Yes or no? Yes. Boom. Okay. Now this move, f3, why he made f3? Because probably he wants to remove my bishop from that diagonal. This bishop from this diagonal, through this move, g4 or something like that. Let's see, what should I do at this point? You know, there is a very interesting situation here. Rook takes c3 is a very interesting situation. Why? Because if he plays queen takes c3, knight takes a2, and there is a fork. Okay, so with this rook, I go here. He takes back with the queen, and I give check on a2. But obviously he wouldn't do that. He would play b takes c3. So what do I do? For example, this move. It starts to be more interesting. Done, done. Okay, let's see what happens if I play this. That's funny. Okay, why do I say this is funny? Because, as you can see, the only good move was to support that knight on c3, and honestly, it's a mess here. It's a bad situation for white. But let's see, if I took on f3, he can play bishop e2, and I'm not there anymore at the same time. That's a, a funny situation. Okay, let's take on f3 and see what happens. Okay, now, knight e4 is check. What does it do? It goes there, or maybe I go here. What do I do? Well, at least he lost a pawn, right? So my position is a little better. Little by little, one can improve the position. And notice also the passivity of the two armies. My army has the attack. This is what we call the initiative. The white army is just defending, so is very passive. But again, this is a temporary advantage. So I need to invent something to make the temporary advantage into something more big, more difficult to chip away if I make a mistake, right? For example, I was thinking knight e4, because obviously cannot play knight takes e4, otherwise they take on b3, and he loses the queen. But let's see, knight e4, if he doesn't take and goes on e1, what do I do? Very interesting situation. Knight e4, he goes on e1, and I go on e3 again. And it's everything is kind of blocked. Yeah, that's interesting. What to play. Okay, now knight, rook e1, not rook e1, sorry, king e1, king e1. So I could play eventually this rook e3, but okay, now we have a problem. As you can see, this pawn d5 is starting to be a little kind of weak, right? So what do I do? I need to move the rook, because the rook is not in a pleasant place, to tell you the truth. But at the same time, I think I have put myself in a difficult situation. Because after, and this is the thing, you must always think, after I play this move, what will he play? I think he will play knight c2, okay? And after knight c2, what do? You take on c2, queen takes c2, not very bad as a situation for white. Well, I don't know, let's see. Let's play rook e3, in any case it's blocked. Oh, okay. And now I think I need to continue to attack this bishop. Okay, so watch this. Now he's giving away his rook because he doesn't know how to keep it. And I'm quite happy that he does that. But unfortunately, again, it's kind of temporary advantage. It's a good advantage. I have, at this point, it's like if I have a knight advantage. But again, I have seen that with computers, especially, okay, this computer is playing at this strange level, 1100, but with a real computer like Stockfish, probably he would destroy me also with this kind of advantage I have. So that's why with computers you cannot really relax. And this is one thing. The second thing is now is attacking my bishop and my rook at the same time. What do I do? I could take the bishop, it takes here, I take here, it takes there. Again, I think I have a good material advantage. If instead I just protect the rook, no, I don't think it works. If I protect the rook, I just lose the thing for no reason. Okay, very good. So how much advantage do I have now? It's still a +3. And now I would like to bring the queen back into the game. What do I mean by that? The queen on a5 is doing nothing, or at least I don't really see what it's doing apart from protecting this pawn d5 with a knight. And so we need another place, right? Where to go? So I think to return back here, it's the right choice. And as we can see, the enemy king tries to escape once more, okay? He tries to escape because rightly he knows what's going on. And this is a part I don't understand. This is part of this challenge with these 5 characters, each character a little stronger than the previous one. Now he's playing kind of well for 1100 players, I think. So let's see. Again, I need to bring this queen into the game. Now, this is a very important thing, okay? I have a +3 advantage. That means I have like a knight or a bishop advantage. I have 6 pawns against 5, per cui I have 1 pawn more. This move played by the engine, it might be the best one from the point of view of an engine, but it's not the best one from the point of view of a human. Why do I say that? Because if you have this kind of big disadvantage, you don't want to exchange the queens. Why you don't want to exchange the queens? Because if you exchange the queens, you don't really have other choices in order to recover. So, as a human being, I will make mistakes, I will blunder, because I'm a human at the end of the day, so it's normal, it's okay. But if I blunder, but you don't have really big pieces to get advantage of a blunder, what do you do? On the other side, as black, I'm very happy to exchange the queen. Why? Because once I exchange the queen, hey, it's done. I can win, and there is no way that white is gonna win. Of course, I have to stay a little careful, to be a little careful, and if possible, I have to exchange more pieces, okay? Now I'm taking away this square to to white, and then I bring back rook in the center, because obviously in the center is not bad. Now I have a problem. This pawn d5. This pawn d5 needs to be supported, and next move, pawn a3, it will make move this, so this can fall. That's a fact. On the other hand, I would like to bring the king into the game, okay? And now I need to defend it. That's all there is. Unfortunately, I have to defend that pawn, otherwise it will go down. Now, is there something I can do, something else to make it, like, for example, I could use this knight to defend the pawn d5, and maybe I have more possibilities with the rook to maneuver and try to enter the enemy position, okay? As we can see, the knights are kind of tricky because they always try to enter into your position, okay? So be careful of the tricky knights. And then now I can finally try to enter. Again, there is a problem, obviously. He made this beautiful maneuver to go here and to attack twice this. But I need to activate this rook. That's simply a fact, okay? I need to activate the rook, because if you don't activate the rook, it's gonna be a mess. And what do I do now? Do I give up this pawn to attack this and take them? Yes, I would say so. Good move. Very, very good move. Why? Because he's trying to bring that pawn to promotion. And obviously I need to go to stop it in some way. Yeah? Here we go. Here we go. And here we go. If I go here, do I get a check? Yes, I got a check. Thank you. Oh, now what he's doing is going to target the other pawns. Now the thing is, and this is in a sense it's quite interesting, right? He's playing a better game than the middle game or the opening, which is a little ridiculous. Now, be careful when you move a rook that it cannot give a check, a fork, okay? Because that could be really bad. He goes here. If I go here, unfortunately, I lose the pawn g7, okay? In any case, I lose it, so it's better to lose it probably like this. And again, he's really strong. He's playing a strong game, but guess what? Now he needs to... Okay. Now I have win the game. But again, you see how difficult it was, because this pawn that could go to promotion was the real threat that obliged White to take it seriously, right? Now, you must always calculate if you arrive fourth, because this is not a joke. You don't arrive fourth, you lose the game. And now I win like this. Check. First I remove all the possible threats, And then once I remove the threats, I can start to play for checkmate. Very good. And this is another thing I would like you to notice. Okay, this should be a 1100 player. I'm sorry. Which human being continue to play in this kind of position? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, right? Because there is a checkmate. You can see. Okay, so and now we do the next test of difficulty.